Hi everyone, I'm Sarah, Childhood Finds here on YouTube, and I am a full-time reseller. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a haul video. I have some interesting items. I also have a lot of what I would call bread and butter items. If you don't know what that would mean, that just means the items that I can find usually for pretty cheap and I can sell for, $10, $15, $20. That's kind of where my bread and butter range is. I found quite a bit of that. And I wanted to do this haul video where even though I don't have a bunch of spectacular finds, I have some good ones and they all add up. And that's why I want to share this, because it shows the reality of every week. I just have to get out there, try to find what I can find. I typically go out Fridays, Saturdays, sometimes Sundays during the summer, and usually during the week I might hit a couple of thrift stores. So this is from Friday and Saturday of this week. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I would like to say, if you have any fun finds that you had, if you are a reseller, if you'd like to share those in the comments with all of us, that would be great. It can be your favorite item. It can be the most valuable. It doesn't matter what it is. I found, surprise, surprise, quite a bit of flatware this weekend. So I'm a happy camper. And one of the flatware things I'm going to show you is going to make me eat my words from my last flatware video and from basically any time I've talked about flatware. So I'm excited to share that with you. So let's get started with just some basic stuff. I picked up a couple of belt buckles. They are not probably going to be anything special. This just says Auburn. It's brass, made in USA. I would imagine probably $10 to $12. It'll just depend. As always, let me scoot over actually so that I have more room. I will put up either my listings or solds here. Just as a heads up, if I put up my listings, that means I have done my research. I believe what I'm asking is a fair price. I'm never trying to inflate prices or mislead you. When I show you solds, I also always try to kind of show you the middle ground as well. So that's what I will be doing over here. So that belt buckle, probably 10 to 12. I don't know yet. And then I just found one more. It's a K4S Pacific, just railroad type belt buckle. It is solid bronze, it says, and it's a limited edition of 300, so maybe 20 to 25, just because I don't think this is anything particularly special. But again, I will look it up and let you know what I find. And I found a couple pieces of Cloisonné this weekend and paid up a little bit for it. This is one that I found at an estate sale. It's the cutest little thing you've ever seen in your life. Look at how just stinking adorable this little box is. So there it is. Just a little thing. I paid $1 for it. I imagine it'll probably be 10 to 12. My Cloisonné, I paid up for a little bit of Cloisonné, but it's one of those things that a lot of it's not super valuable, but it is pretty and it's one of my weaknesses. It goes along with Wedgwood for me. So let me show you another piece of Cloisonné just because we're on that track. This one my mother-in-law found and she haggled for me because she takes care of me, because haggling is not my strong suit. You'd know that if you watch my channel. I have talked about it. It is not easy for me. It's a practice. I'm practicing. So this has a little foo dog finial. And it's just I love the coloring of this one. This piece I love. If I was a person that let myself keep very much, I would keep this. I love this. So she haggled me this for $5 for me. I don't know for sure, but I feel like this has to be at least $40 because of this particularly. So we'll wait and see. Let me see if I got my other piece of Cloisonné while we're on that. This I definitely paid up for, but I think it'll be at least 20 to 25. I've sold a ginger jar before, and this is a particularly nice piece with nice floral accents, and it doesn't feel like there's really too many flaws. There's some tape there I'm gonna have to get off, but it's in nice condition. So we paid $5, but I feel like I can get 20 to 25, which I'm fine with those profits. That is one of the things I'm doing this year, is I'm definitely paying up more. It's harder to find the items. That's also why I'm showing this, to show that you really got to get out there. It's getting harder, but I'm trying. And I am paying up with still getting a profit. And let's see, this is a holster. I don't know this brand. This is Triple K brand. USA, but it's a nice leather. Oh, there went the dollar price tag. That'll be on my foot later or end up on my dog because I'll forget to pick it up. But this is nice. I guess at least 15 to 20, just because I don't think this is one of the super desirable brands like Bianchi. So we'll wait and see. These I picked up. So we went to a rummage sale. And of course, the first thing I did was get into the rummage sale, went and grabbed a bunch of flatware, and then it was really heavy, and I was carrying it around, and I found these Wacky wobblers on the table. And my eyes like blew up because everything here was priced. And the rummage sale, they were saying, you know, they didn't want to haggle. And so I was worried. I was like, I need to get a price for these. So I went yelling to my mother-in-law across this building, just like, help, help, because I didn't feel like I could leave these. There was 10 of them I think I bought. So I didn't feel like I could leave them on that table because they would be gone by the time I got help for pricing. So I hovered around them with my pile of flatware, and luckily she found somebody and they priced them for me, and they were fair at this rummage sale on like 75% of stuff. So this I paid $3 for, and it's Mr. Peabody, and I have Mr. Peabody's counterpart. There it is, Sherman. And both of these are in really good shape. I'm still probably not going to list these as new because these are, what are these? Yeah, these are Funko, and I just don't want to take the chance that people will be upset about the box condition. So I'm going to say used, and I'm going to show all corners and all sides of the box and then ship them in a box. I believe I saw a sold of this pair together for $50, but even so, I feel like most of these that I picked up are going to be 15 to 20, which I'm totally happy with. So I paid $3 for those. Let me show you the other ones. I have some others that I picked up, but I'm not showing you all of them. This one I just wanted to show you. This is Archie. His head's turned around. I got to turn him around. He's not totally in his box. I enjoy this. My last name's Archibald, and I was called Archie a lot when I was young. So I picked that up. And then I have here Dudley Do Right, and that goes with my little Dudley Do. That's what, he came with that name to us, and we just let it stick. So I had to pick up this Dudley Do Right. We'll see if I sell it or not. And then I also got a Betty Boop Queen of the Nile, and then a couple others. I think I got Kentucky Fried Chicken, I got Gumby, a couple others. And so I imagine 15 to 20 to 25 on most of those. And then this is the big one I picked up. This one I paid $5 for, and it is Boris and Natasha. This will probably be $40. So that is a nice little haul for that. And then we've got, oh, let's show these guys. They're cute. These are just two little ornaments, little plush ornaments. They're by Russ. And I figured if I paid like $1 for both of them, I could sell them for 10. I put them in a little box. I mean, it's worth it. It's fine for me. I'm fine selling things for that kind of profit. And I also picked this up at that sale. And this is Mistletoe by Russ. And I don't know how much it'll be worth, but it is a cute little puppy. So I figured I'll get this listed for Christmas, maybe $10. I'd be happy with $8 or $10 for it. And then I picked this up because it's an axolotl. I had axolotls and I really enjoyed them. They are delightful little creatures. But this one had its little tag. I'm gonna guess probably 12 to 15. I paid $1. Look how cute it is. Sorry, I just see it in the screen. Really cute. And I picked up some clothing, guys. I already found one that I'm not gonna show you. I was so sad. I picked up an Ariat button up, but of course it has a giant hole in the back. But everything else looks pretty nice so far. I haven't delved in too much, but this is a Tommy Bahama. Let me pull that up. Where is the tag? There it is. Tommy Bahama. It's a size medium, so not the best size in the world. But it's in really clean condition. I'm not finding anything where my hands are going through it like the other shirt. It's always funny the stuff you find once you bring it home, because I went to this estate sale and all I was doing was just hucking these over my shoulder as I was finding them in the closet. So I just kind of barely looked because I paid $2 a piece, so not a huge loss. But this is a silk one. I don't know how much. I just figured silk, Tommy Bahama, probably worth $2. And then I have a Wrangler long sleeve black one. This isn't a vintage one. but Wrangler, size medium or size large, long sleeve, nice black striped one. I don't know, 15, 20, I don't know. I paid $2. I'm just showing you these, and then I'll put up solds. Most likely these are gonna go live in my death pile until the winter, because clothes. I have a pile of clothes in the corner of my room. I'm gonna make myself list some of it here in the coming weeks, but I figure at least I got something to list for winter, because I still say this is a mildly successful sourcing weekend because I have enough to list for this week, and I have enough to squirrel a little bit away for winter. So that's kind of what I see as a success. Winter's still going to be difficult this year, guys, because sourcing has been rough, but I'm just going to keep trying, see if I can make it. And then this is another Tommy Bahama, and it is a medium and 100% silk as well. And yeah, probably good. Then I have here, I picked up 2 of these, but I'm just showing one because they're the exact same thing. It's a Ripple Afghan kit. So it's one of those yarn kits, and it's for an Afghan. I figured this has to be $25 to $30, especially I think with Christmas, 25 to 30. I paid like 1 or 2 for it. And then I picked up a latch hook there. I've been finding a few latch hooks lately. I loved latch hooks when I was young. And this is just a car, an old car, so I figure probably $20 for it. I paid $2. I always pick up these kind of kits when they're new because people want them. Maybe they don't always sell the quickest, but you'll probably find a buyer. This, I have 2 of these as well, and they are New Generation by Loretta Byrne. And it's a toy kit for Thistle, the bear. And I got 2 of these. I don't believe I found any solds for this guy, but I think I might have seen something kind of similar. Either way, I'm gonna guess probably 25-ish, 20 to 25 is what I'll ask. It's from 1984. Make sure nothing else is left. So this is my find that I am really interested to get listed. So after I finally sorted it all away, I got a pile of this flatware. I just wanted to make sure I had the fork out so I could show you what they look like. And this is where I need to eat my words. So I have said in my videos, if it doesn't have a name on it, I don't pick it up. Well, I have learned that if it doesn't have a name and you don't pick it up, you might be missing out. So guys, I was wrong, but that means we're always learning, right? And this is horn flatware. It is from Pottery Barn. And this, I picked up these place settings, and I picked up a pile of them. I paid $45 for this pile of this flatware, but I have 5 of these place settings, hopefully new in the box. I gotta check. And then I have out ones. So originally I thought I had 9 new ones in the box, but they all had some issues with them. So I'm like, we'll see what I have total, but I found only 1 sold for this. It is a discontinued pattern. It is from 2008 to 2009. And yes, it came up on replacement.com when I double checked it. And I found 1 sold on WorthPoint for $120. There are 2 others listed right now for $130. I think I will probably try mine at $100 with best offers for my new ones. And then my used settings, I will probably try cheap. I will try cheaper, of course, even though these aren't used. These are just out of the box, but I'm probably gonna list them. I think I probably have 2 more place settings worth of income or complete, and then I have some assorted that I'll make lots of as well. So this, I would say probably 50 to 60, but this is what it looked like. It's neat. It's just prone to breaking. I found quite a few that were broken, so I've been picking through it, but all it has on the back is India. I know you probably can't quite see that. It just says India. So I was wrong. It might not have a name, and you might be missing out on money if you don't check it. And I would say this is like a decent quality. Like this is a decent quality stainless up here, and this is an interesting handle. So I definitely probably wouldn't have picked it up if it didn't have these new ones with it. But now I know. If it has a nice handle, the stainless is nice, take a look, take a second look. Use replacements.com, check it out. But yeah, I have more of them. They were originally $45 at Pottery Barn, but I'm gonna see what I can get, guys. If I can get 100 a piece, that is $500 in these settings, and then probably another 100 or two in assorted. I am very excited by that and hopeful. I paid $45 for all of it, so I'm hoping that I can get that for it. Let's keep going. Let's just show you some more flatware. I have another set I'm not showing you. It's too much. This one, okay, this one is, I picked up at the state sale with the Tommy Bahamas. Let me pull it out. And this one is Hampton. I didn't talk about this in my recent flatware video. Also, if you haven't watched that flatware video, I'll link it down in the description. I really enjoyed it. I think I will probably do a second one because, like, here's Hampton, and I've sold this multiple times, this brand. That's one I didn't include. So I do want to include some more brands and more stuff. So I'll probably do a part 2 eventually. But this is what the handle looks like. Beautiful, glossy, barely looks like it was used. And I think I might have looked this up. I can't remember the name, but I think I'll do okay on it. And I got this bag of it for $5. And yes, it is quite heavy. So that, and then I picked this up at the rummage sale as well. And this one is Oneida. I am about 90% sure this pattern is called Dune, but that is what the handle looks like. And it is Oneida USA. I don't believe this was a very valuable pattern, but I have a decent amount of it. As you can see here, there's a decent amount, probably at least an 8-piece place setting kind of scenario, at least probably 8. And so I will probably make still at least decent money on it. Now you ready for this? This is my baby CPR doll. I'm pretty sure I looked it up and we're looking at probably 40 to 50 because it's in nice condition. This I found at the Salvation Army, and it's when my eavesdropping pays off because I'm more of a watcher person. Like I just tend to, when I'm out by myself, I just tend to watch and listen. And there is a lady that was looking and she's like, oh, that's a creepy CPR doll. And to me, I wouldn't have known at all what this was, and I wouldn't have looked at it twice. But I heard her, and so I waited for her to walk off, and then I wandered over, and it made me look this up. So that paid off. And they only charged me $1 because it didn't have a price on it. Because the lady at the checkout also thought it was kind of creepy. This is a Boyd's Bear, guys, and it's actually worth a little bit of money. I also have a Boyd's Bear video if you haven't watched. This one, I believe, is about 20 to 25, and its name is, this is Merple Mooseltoes. So everybody meet Merple Mooseltoes. I paid up for this. I paid $3, which I would typically never pay for a Boyd's, but I definitely think I can get 20 to 25 for it. I believe only one other is listed in a lot, and then all the rest have sold. So I'm okay paying up for that. This I picked up. This doesn't have this game in it. This is Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Doesn't have this game inside, but I figured I might be able to sell the case. So I'm gonna try to sell the case. And then inside I have 2 games. I have the Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, Game Boy Advance, and then I also have Star Fox Command for DS. I imagine the Star Fox probably isn't worth much, but I believe the Zelda Minish Cap will probably be worth something. But I definitely think, I bet I can get at least $10 for this case, and then probably at least a chunk of change for that. So worth the $1. So even if it doesn't have the game in it, it might be worth it, guys. Cases are worth it. Here are just a little enamel frame, floral. I don't know what size. I'm terrible at judging. 4x6, probably. And it's nothing special. We paid $25 for this, I think. And I don't know, probably 15 or so, usually for these kind of frames. I thought I had one other little frame. There it is. This one is another little stand-up frame, enamel, rhinestones, floral. This one was at an estate sale where this is the most expensive, most ridiculous estate sale I've ever been to, and it was done by the family. They had looked up every single item in this house, and we got there at like 11. It was multiple hours after it had opened, And there was a reason that not a single thing had been touched. It was so expensive. It was full-blown retail plus. Every single item except this one. My mother-in-law found this in a corner, not priced. It was like, I think it was just in a pile. And so she only charged us $1 for this. And so I'm happy for that. I felt bad for the family. Like, I get trying to get, you know, full price for the items, but you can't get full price for all the items that you're trying to sell at an estate sale in 2 days. It's just not gonna happen. And a lot of it was like $10 brooches, like their basic no-name brooches. Like, those just aren't the things that people are gonna pay quite that much for. But I always respect if you wanna get the whole price. We're polite, and she found the frame, so we found something. And I just have a little bit more. Here is an ornament. This one is marked, I believe this one's Poland. Yeah, it's made in Poland. It doesn't have a name, so I don't know for sure anything else about it yet. Oh, NM. Neiman Marcus. But I picked it up because it's a cute little snowman, blown glass, beautiful, and we have Halloween theme. So I'm gonna try and see what this might sell for, see if I can find any others. But this is a pretty piece. I paid probably $1 for this. Then here is a Minnesota Vikings. It's just in nice condition. It's a new era hat and really doesn't look like it's been used. So I paid $1 for this, probably at least $12, $15. And then these my mother-in-law found. They are candlestick holders and they're marked MMA, and I paid $4 for the set, which I probably wouldn't have otherwise if it wasn't for the mark. The mark is, I believe, Metropolitan Museum of Art, and I have done well with their items in the past, so I feel like this is probably going to be at least 25 to 30, I guess, for this pair. Then I just have this little, like, kind of check mark Nike swoosh looking brooch. It is Ann Taylor. I paid $1 for it. It's in nice shape. I don't know, 10 to 15. And I think that is actually all I have to share with you today. Oh, one last little thing we'll end it on. Little cricket, little brass metal cricket. I don't know, this might not be brass. Metal cricket. I usually can sell these for $20-ish. I paid $5. I paid more than I like to pay for them. But again, I'm just paying up, trying to get decent quality inventory. So even if I'm paying 25%, at least I'm getting decent things and things that people may want, and not just trying to fill up my store. So that is all I have to share with you, I believe, for today. Thank you guys for joining me. And as always, I will see you guys on the next video.